Welcome to the SAE podcast for the week of January 12th, 2014.
And it didn't change one bit since last year.
That was a different radio voice, believe it or not. Different radio voice.
He turned out the mic volume up.
Hey!
Hey!
How's it going? How's everyone's new year? I don't really care. Don't answer that, please. God, I don't want to read about your life.
I read somewhere that you spend your New Year's in your room.
No, on my balcony. It's a different thing. I was eating a club sandwich and watching the fireworks. They were actually... Downtown, they were boring. Well, I'm not going to say boring.
No, not boring, but like,
I think
the same.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to like push people to like the beach where there's more space, because downtown the traffic is insane.
Traffic's everywhere insane.
Oh my god, it's beautiful to watch.
I spent my New Year's at Barasti, which was cool. So we had the whole view of the Palm and Burj
Shout out
fireworks.
to Barasti.
Shout out to Barasti, yeah.
Free advertising. Oh god, please pay us. Yeah.
Cut. Anyway. It was great, but you're saying about pushing people to the beach. They pushed too much, clearly, because my mother was close by as well, and the restaurant that she was sitting next to completely burned down along with two cars.
What?
Burned down fully. Drive Beach Road, you will see a massive house made of ash. That was it.
I did not hear about this.
That was really funny.
Oh dear.
She took a video with her iPad. I was like,
I didn't. I
missed the real fireworks.
But no, the fireworks, they broke records. Was it Kuwait record? They broke it by a lot, from what I heard.
No, the Kuwait had a record set of 93,000 fireworks set in the air. And then what did the UAE do? 500.
Yeah,
500,000.
They didn't just beat it; they demolished it. Even if you half of them didn't go off, you still crushed the record.
Can you think about it? That they could feed a whole small village in some place.
Or you could just blow up lights. It's cooler.
True. Yeah,
or you could just kill the poor people like you do in Hunger Games. Come on.
Hunger Games.
I'm never going to be elected for anything. Thank God I'm not a politician.
Which country do you even represent?
My people are we even democracy? Let's not get into politics.
Last time we were blinked at.
First thing.
2013, well, year of fun, but year of losses, and we lost a big name.
Peter O'Toole. Not a lot of people accredited the fact of his passing. He was, I think, 91, ripe old age, but he was a brilliant actor.
Here comes the thing, as you just said, not a lot of people really noticed his passing, while an actor called Paul Walker.
I mean, I suppose Paul Walker was considerably younger, and in his prime, I guess.
No, they didn't know, but the things that popped up on news feeds wasn't, oh, what a young actor. It was, oh, what a brilliant actor.
It wasn't that great.
Peter O'Toole was fantastic. He was in Lawrence.
Peter O'Toole was revolutionary. I loved Peter O'Toole.
Arabia. He was in Troy, for those of you
Ratatouille, fun fact. He was the food critic. I love Ratatouille. It always makes me hungry.
So our heart goes out to Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole and his family. Bless that man.
Imagine if they watched it and they sent us a card saying thank you.
If Peter O'Toole's family watches this, I'm just going to retire. I've accomplished enough. So, on to the rest of the year. What else are we going to talk about?
Well, 2013 was a rather, average year for films. So that's
putting it nicely. I would say far less nice things. I did not like 2013 for movies at all. I cannot name a movie that I didn't hate.
Gravity.
It was okay.
You didn't hate it.
There you go.
There you go.
Wrapped up. I can't believe. I mean, and people really hyped up Gravity, and I watched it, and I thought the cinematography was beautiful.
Cinematography was great. I mean,
the
first time, I don't know if ever, I've seen a shot that was 12, 15 minutes long.
I lost track. I'm sitting there they still didn't cut.
Yeah.
They still didn't cut. What?
Actually, I was saying with my mom, Mom, did you notice that there's no single shot? She's like, huh? I'm like, keep watching. It just goes on further. Maybe the whole film had maybe I don't know. The long shots were it has at least 20 long shots of 10 minutes each. It was great.
That was great. But other than that,
narrative was weak. I mean,
people also really overhyped Sandra Bullock's performance, and I felt I liked George Clooney.
George Clooney was the warm. He was the heart of the film.
I loved him.
He was the heart of the film.
I don't actually always like George Clooney, but in that
Sandra Bullock, basically her vocal talent in this whole film was more I'm not gonna imitate those kids, but yeah.
It was just her sitting there rolling in a fetal position. For some reason, you have a female character, you have to make her undress, even if she's in outer space. Good job, Hollywood.
And Sandra Bullock.
She's how old though? She's 50, isn't she?
My God.
What?
She's not 50.
She's 50.
She's in her 40s.
That's 50. It's close.
My mom's gonna kill you. Your mom's gonna kill you.
No, I'm not saying that's old. I'm she looks great for a 50-year-old.
Yeah, she's bottom waist down, great. Bottom up.
But I just
great too.
I can't name a film where I thought she was too great, and she's not my favorite. She's
Speed.
not my favorite.
She was in Speed.
She was in Speed.
Velocity, with Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves again. Back to him. But as a whole, movies
But then that's the thing. Like 2013 wasn't that good. So 2014, we think Prognosis will be good, but they are not as good because Hollywood still keeps proving itself that coming up with an original idea is something. It's more difficult than going to Mars in a train.
It's so impossible that they had to make the same movie twice.
And we're talking about Hercules, the legend of Hercules in this case. So let's just have a quick look at that.
Tonight, we fight for our lives! How do you offer these people their salvation when you cannot even save yourself? Where is your strength now, half-god?
Oh, hey. So that was Hercules, the whatever, legend, whatever. I don't know.
Legend of Hercules. And what did we see there? We saw 300, Gladiator, Fight Club, Troy.
Spartacus as well.
Spartacus. And something that was made into series, cartoons, Disney, games.
Also looks a bit like the new Conan remake, which also no one watched.
So I think that Hollywood is actually pulling two of these
they're making
big
they're
films
completely separate, like not related to each other at all. I think The Rock is doing the other one coming out later in the year. I think it's this year. I'm not sure. I don't really care.
But looking at the trailer, I personally read the Odyssey. I mean, the Greek mythology, the Odyssey, all of that. And Hercules portrayed there. He is a bad person.
Oh no, all Greek mythology is just
he's a bad guy. He
they're
beats his wife to death. He kills his children because he was angry. He does other things that would be censored. He's evil, and then we look at the films they make about him. He's this cool superhero guy.
I love Disney. It was one of their worst movies, but I loved it because I was a kid. And Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny.
It was actual size.
Actually, yeah, like the guy.
They just put horns on him.
And added
It looked so much like him.
It did, but that's often what they do. Like you often imagine the character who's voicing to look somewhat like the thing drawn. Like I often have that personally.
No, I like it when I can hear the character, I see the character, and I don't know who the actor is. I don't like watching something, and games do this too now, because voice acting is a big deal. And when I'm looking at the character and I'm like, I hear that Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise.
But Simba looks like Matthew Broderick as well. Then
he doesn't. No, Simba is Simba, and I love Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick is a national.
Scar is Jeremy Irons.
No, but I hear Scar.
I hear Jeremy Irons
because Jeremy Irons is also a fantastic actor. Lion King, best movie of all time. Anyway, when I hear the characters, I hear the characters. I don't hear the people. Brad Pitt actually did voice acting. Let me correct myself.
What?
Sinbad.
No, Sinbad. Yes, and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones as well.
The chick.
That movie was
Marina Karina.
That movie was pretty good.
That was okay.
It was they did 3D and 2D at the same time. It was weird.
2D, 3D.
I was going somewhere with this. Voicing. Somehow Vin Diesel comes to mind. Iron Giant was Vin Diesel. Did you know that?
No.
He was the Iron Giant.
No.
I think that was his breakthrough.
Really?
Yeah, he was on Iron Giant, and then he was Spotted Talent, something, I don't know, other movies. But that was his big breakthrough.
Cool.
Vin Diesel's actually a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
I like him. He funded the Riddick, the third one himself, completely.
He can afford it.
No, well, he can now. But he did it because people wanted the sequel, and the second one.
No, he seems like a chill guy. He seemed fine. He's like one of those. He's really good makers.
He's really personable because he got famous through his fans, and he's really good back then.
Who didn't get famous through their fans?
Like no, but he was like.
I get what you mean.
I like him.
Fans helped him up there. New Year also means new stuff on the podcast.
Bald as well, but it's a great head. I wish I could.
Bald.
New stuff. I wish I could pull off bald.
New stuff. New stuff on the podcast. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Why am I saying? Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
That's not sing.
That we're not having a question. We have from outside.
Trying a new thing where students are going to be like asking questions, stuff we're going to answer on air. We're going to watch it. Casper didn't actually see this question. I did. Hyped. And it's gonna be so good. I'm so jazzed for it.
Okay, so let's go to the question. We have Avinash from trimester 2 or 3.
2, I believe.
He's gonna punch me later. That's
audio.
Matter. Yeah. So let's hear that.
All right. My question is, what do you think about One Direction being considered this generation's new Beatles?
Oh, you. Okay. Oh my God. So, wherever you are, Avinash, you're getting it.
So let's talk about.
Oh no!
Let's talk about this because this is actually I've heard this several times.
Look, he is upset. Okay, he is crying.
I love this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so we all know Casper is a massive Beatles fan, and I don't know if people know this. I actually listen to One Direction. I don't mind their music at all.
Avinash, my answer to your question is this.
It's tears.
No, okay, fine. You want to hear it? You'll hear it. Concept of both could be similar, because if we're looking at the way the fans react to One Direction and as the way they react to the Beatles,
Yeah. Especially when they started.
I'm sorry, fair enough. Like, okay,
when the Beatles started off, all of their songs were like made for teenage girls. Let's face it, because they were new. They were coming in from England, and they needed to get popular. So the
Yeah,
best way was
absolutely.
to make popular music. That's not to say that they were as generic as One Direction is now, and it's not to say One Direction could possibly revolutionize the industry in nearly the same way. But they fulfill a similar role as when they both started out.
okay, I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible. Because the Beatles were first, and they did it for the first time the world have seen roads blocked, airports closed, embassies coming, the Queen inviting a band. You know, for the first time ever this happened. That's what made the Beatles huge. And they varied later on. Like, first they had their pop, girly songs,
Yeah.
as you would call them, right? They would tour,
mean,
they would concert, and then later they locked
to start off with
themselves.
that.
They locked themselves in a studio, and they recorded songs there. And they tried with everything, with Indian music, with whatever came to their brain, right?
No, like
Whereas One Direction,
they sound nice. They're all pretty boys, but like I don't even get why they're a band. I've listened to their songs. I think like 2 of them sing.
I don't know.
The one with the hair and then the ethnic one.
They all have a hair. The hair.
They all have a hair. One or 2. I don't know their names. There's one with really long hair. and
Harry
there's-
something.
That's
Harry
I don't care.
Styles? Just summarize it, Avinash. You shot me in the brain. Really, I'm not bleeding, but I'm bleeding. Trust me. It's a good question. I don't
I
like
liked it.
you, but it's a good question.
I liked it. I thought it was brilliant. I hope we can get most of your reaction into the final cut. It was so good.
It was very natural.
It was beautiful. So anyway,
People who
that's-
know me, they will understand. They will understand. They'll be surprised I didn't run out of the room.
So moving on from that,
We're on this happy note where my brain is still vibrating.
let me promote the fact that we're going to be doing these weekly, hopefully. So send in your questions if you have them. Record yourself on whatever, on your phone, your camera, your toilet. I don't care. you can be taking a dump.
and
taking a shower.
to make it easier for you to send it to us, we are gonna start a Facebook page for the podcast.
Also, our emails will be down here. Pressure on the editing now. Put your emails down
Oh,
here.
great!
We're going to put yours because my name is too long on my email. So just send it in to us. We might approve it. If your question's dumb, we'll probably tell you. And then we'll tell you to stop asking dumb questions.
It can be related to anything as
We'll
long
tell you
as
to get
it,
a
as
real
long
life.
as it's as long
What
as
are you
it's
doing?
as
Asking
long as
stupid
it's
questions.
as long as it's not
Please stop.
10 seconds more,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Keep it short.
Yeah.
Don't ask me about my life. It's none of your business.
You all know about that. It's boring. Anyway, you
Okay.
want to go to your thing? What's your thing again?
Let's go to my thing.
Last
Games.
games, right? 'Cause
My
last
thing.
year when you spoke about it was long ago. I don't remember. Games.
Games. I don't know what big happened.
Okay, how
CES
about
happened.
nothing? What happened? Summarize 2013 for us. What
Oh,
was the
summarize
what was
2013?
the big thing?
It was like a
GTA 5 was a big
GTA
thing.
5 was the big breaker, breaking records, winning awards. Jeff Cayley. It was great. I actually haven't beat it yet. I'm on the last level, but it's worth the praise. I thought personally GTA 4 was overrated. This one is not. This one's actually good. It has a brilliant narrative, brilliant characters. I've not been so invested in any plot line in a long time. It was better than any movie I've watched this year. Movies suck.
Movies are terrible.
Movies
like
are terrible.
we're in the film. I'm in the film business. I mean, I'm hoping to be in the film business, and either I'll be the hero that Gotham deserves but doesn't necessarily needs, or I'm gonna be
I don't
poor,
know. I hope
dying
film
in
can be
agony
resurrected
of
because film
frustration.
is a niche of its own. I do strongly believe that games as a narrative are the way forward, and I think they're gonna take over. That's me.
Take over movies.
They're gonna be
Not
like the
gonna
dominant. They're gonna. Film has its own spot. The way like TV shows still exist. Film didn't kill TV. TV has a different thing. I mean, TV didn't kill film. Sorry, the other way around. I'm
Film
backwards.
kills TV.
They have their own like niches, and games has its own niche as well. The fact that it's longer, it's more interactive. You
No, I
can get
agree.
invested in a totally different way. And as a narrative goes, that's way superior
No,
to me at least.
No, fair enough. I understand. However, I do not agree with the fact that they will replace what films have been for the
It's becoming
last century.
Culturally, it's becoming more massive. And my parents hate to admit this, but gaming is becoming a thing. It's becoming an accepted form of media. The average age of a gamer is like 35 years old now.
Yeah.
My parents say that's unemployed people, but like that's only half true.
No, my mom says it's people who can't get a girlfriend.
No, but like, that made me sad when you say that to me. No.
What's your relationship status? Oh yeah, no personal life. Don't.
No personal life.
Sorry.
Oh my god, no.
He's single, ladies.
No,
Get his.
don't
Call
tell
him.
me that.
Call him.
No,
He's looking for a girl.
Don't.
He's not looking for a girl.
I'm looking for.
But that doesn't mean he's
a nice
looking
young
for a boy
man
either.
to walk me to the beach. No, that's no. Don't get any ideas. Don't talk to me.
Ennis
you
is a
know
very
I don't like
Ennis
me.
is a very warm person. He's very caring. He wills to buy you stuff. He can wake up in the middle of the night for you. He can sleep all day for you too. He's a great guy. Advertisement's over.
I just threw up in my mouth a little.
How does it taste?
Gaming. Tastes like gaming. Like success. Like, I still think it's the future.
Just throw up tastes like success.
Everything about me is success. I exude success. Games, future, it is the future. To me. Like, and Jeff Cayley will lead us there on the glorious boat of wonder. And God, I hate him so much.
And Dorito shaped boat.
on the arc of Doritos. I gotta Photoshop that. Let's just edit that in.
We'll try our best.
The arc
we
of
don't
Doritos.
promise we'll try our best.
I'm gonna do it now.
Okay.
The pressure's on.
Now? Okay, do it now.
I'm busy.
Okay.
Games this year. CES, I gotta make an announcement. CES, Steam announced a lot of their Steam boxes, their Steam OS. They're making big announcements. It's gonna be. I don't know. I'm trepidatious about the Steam box. I don't know. Have you heard about this?
Steambox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you really hear about this, or are you just saying yeah?
I genuinely heard about
Okay,
it.
so if
I
you,
heard
for those of you
about
who don't know, Valve
Heard
is
about many
making
things.
their own console. It's like a mini computer kind of thing, and they're gonna have their own OS, their own operating system from Steam. Blah blah blah. It's Linux based, I think. It's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, honestly,
That's good.
because it's like you're bringing PC gamers into the console world. He's trying to fuse it, and I don't know how it's gonna work. And
It might be a great success, actually.
it might be. It's
has
either way.
potential to
It's
have
gonna
to.
either be super success or it's gonna flop. But judging by the way Steam has dealt with everything and Valve has dealt with everything, like the Steam sales this Christmas, they really knock it out of the park. Like Gabe Newell's not an idiot. Glory to Gavin. Praise be upon him. He's the Lord upon which Jeff Cayley tells us to. I'm gonna have you Photoshop Gabe Newell's face in here as well.
I'll do as I am told.
But that's a thing to look out for. Still no Half-Life 3.
Will come.
Tiny violin.
It'll come.
It won't.
Will come. Someday.
Not much else on games right now. I'm waiting for someone else who can actually keep up with me on games to talk about. Hopefully
Yeah, they're trying to replace me, but whatever.
next week I'll get someone who can talk about it. No
Have an
promises.
interview.
but
Have an interview.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this because this is the place to talk about this.
Yeah.
Want to come to my house later? We'll have lunch, spaghetti or whatever.
There's a nice view. from his house.
Marinara sauce. All right, so let's sign off for the day.
Okay, we'll sign off from today. Get the signing off book.
Signing. Let me just click. That was terrible. Please cut that.
I will not. I will
I'm
highlight you.
so tired, but I love you. I did this for you people.
Okay, you guys take care. We'll see you
I
next
don't
time.
actually. God, just don't talk to me anymore.
We're done because Ennis is losing his bite. Bye, guys. Mwah.